Samuel Okudzeto has come out for trouble again. Or that day, Charlie, these days, every now and then you're in trouble small, and then sometimes you're okay small, sometimes you're in trouble small. But I like his green tie. Have you seen the tie that he's wearing? I like it. Can you put the photograph up for viewers to see? I really like it. It's good. It looks very decent, very nice. Very, very nice dressing from the foreign minister, Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa. Has he put on some weight? I think he has. So being foreign minister can be very good, because Ablakwa has put on weight. He's wearing. I like his tie. I like it. This is tie. I think he's been wearing it before he became foreign minister. So I'm not saying he became foreign minister and bought tie. No. We here, we don't do those analysis. Those analysis about somebody has chopped money and he has bought a shoe. The minister has to buy a shoe. President must buy a shoe. First lady must buy a bag. We don't find those things as a problem. What we find as problem is incompetence. When ministers, authorities, people who are supposed to have the competence to do the work are showing gross incompetence and they are letting the nation down, that is when we strike. We don't strike when he has bought a tie or he has bought earrings or he has bought some belts or he's holding some iPhone. We don't do that. Is a demonstration thing ready? We'll have to do it because I promised Nana B that we'll have to look at the demonstration. So after Ablakwa, we'll look at the demonstration and then we'll deal with it. Ablakwa, you've come up for some trouble. Some MP says that you ignored him. Please put up the article. Let's look at it. So this is the Honorable Member of Parliament, the Deputy Ranking for Foreign Affairs. He was given money by the Parliament people and told us, so this is how our important people travel, our MPs. So when you have to travel, per diem is calculated. Maybe you are getting $1 a day. So $1 a day, you are going for 9 days is $9. When that is so, they give you the money. So the money is given to you, the ticket is given to you. On the day of travel, you go to the airport, you put your passport down, the airline people will look at it, you're already on blah, blah, blah. All of that was done. All of that was done. Because he typically was not supposed to go. It is his boss, which is Samuel Adom-Otchere. Samuel Adom-Otchere is the ranking member for Foreign Affairs, the former Lands Minister and former Deputy Chief of Staff, Member of Parliament for Damongo. He is the ranking member. And Adom-Otchere could not make it. So the deputy ranking was to go. Now, this deputy ranking was given his money. Everything was prepared for him. But the deputy ranking had been very critical of Okudzeto Ablakwa, extremely critical of him. And so, suddenly they said that he can't go anymore. This is what has been written. Ablakwa drops MP from United Nations General Assembly for criticizing him. Well, the minister didn't give any reason why he has dropped him. But this is what journalists are surmising for the reason. Foreign Affairs Minister Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa has dropped the deputy ranking member on the Foreign Affairs Committee, Nana Akufo-Addo, from participating in the ongoing United Nations General Assembly. As is been the practice over the years, the chairman of the committee and the ranking member are constant participants in the United Nations General Assembly. The ranking member, Samuel Adom-Otchere, ceded his slot to his deputy, Akufo-Addo. To his deputy, Akufo-Addo. Should I go on like that? Okudzeto is to represent the majority, whereas Akufo-Addo was representing the minority. The clerk of the committee, this time round, was added to the list. The dynamic Bosome Frehu MP readied himself, got to the Kotoka International Airport, only to be told at the counter that his name had been dropped from the trip. When calls were placed to ascertain why his name was dropped, Samuel Ablakwa's PA, personal assistant, sent a message that the minister being Okudzeto Ablakwa, said that the ministry, cannot pay for the deputy ranking member because the ministry can only take care of 2 participants, Okudzeto and the clerk of the committee. What is strange about this development is the fact that Akufo-Addo's plane tickets had been paid for and his per diem was given to the clerk to be given to him. One wonders why the minister said the ministry cannot bear his expense when it has already been paid for. The reasons for this is not lost on us. Ablakwa is unhappy with the deputy ranking member of the committee due to the following, and this is very important. 1. On May 22nd, 2025, the Bosome Frehu MP held a press conference chiding the foreign minister on how he handled the scandal that hits the Washington embassy. 2. He as well held a press conference on the 9th of July 2025, chastising the government for relaunching the chip-embedded passport and also on the state of Ghanaians in Togo over the political insurrection in the neighboring country. 3. Nana Akufo-Addo then filed a question in Parliament on 23rd July 2025 for Foreign Minister to respond to the questions he raised in the presser. The Foreign Minister lost his cool by confronting Nana Akufo-Addo, questioning him over why he first held a presser when he knew he would file a question. I mean, viewers, can you imagine this coming from Okudzeto Ablakwa? Asking a member of parliament that, if you knew that you will put a question for me, why did you do a press conference? I mean, has power so suddenly changed some people? Power has so suddenly changed some people. Power that we saw Akufo-Addo hold for 8 years, Kufuor held it for 8 years. And it has suddenly changed people in months, 2 months, 3 months, they are gone. Why will a foreign minister be concerned that you wanted to ask me questions on the floor of the house? Why did you put it in a press conference? Okudzeto Ablakwa, the one who is the biggest protester, the one who shouted on top of of his voice against Akufo-Addo and any person. There was even an occasion when Adom-Otchere confronted him in parliament that you are the ranking member, you have this information. Why do you go and publish these things? Was Okudzeto Ablakwa cancelled from UNGA summits? When Akufo-Addo traveled to the United Nations General Assembly, I believe for 7 times, was there any occasion when the ranking member of the Foreign Affairs Committee was told that he cannot travel? Is that what happened? They should tell us. But I'm worried, and Democracy Watch should be worried, that a foreign minister is wanting to intimidate somebody on the minority side because the person has put an urgent question for him in parliament, whilst these same questions were given, put to the media at a press conference. Ablakwa should really be explaining that. And I'm very sad. He's a young man with great potential. He should never allow power to do this to him. All of them, all of us, all young people, power should never do this. Power in 7 months. Hey, 7 months, pe. Okudzeto Ablakwa is climbed on the high horse. You cannot ask me a question when you have gone to tell the press. You, Ablakwa, you that the press supports, how much support Ablakwa has gotten from media in putting out his expressions everywhere, going on Adom FM. Now when they play the video, he's angry, saying that if ever any government official uses presidential jets, he will resign. Presidential jets have used, he hasn't resigned. Saying all kinds of things about Galamsey, that there should be a state of emergency declared. State of emergency has not been declared. The president says he is not going to declare it. Ablakwa has not resigned. He's with the president at UNGA. And then he has the effrontery to then cancel somebody who was criticizing him that a person cannot travel. The money that a person is using to travel, it doesn't belong to Okudzeto Ablakwa. It belongs to the taxpayer, you and I. We hold those resources. And Ablakwa is supposed to manage those resources on our behalf, because we all turned up and voted for John Dramani Mahama. John Dramani Mahama exercises the social contract on our behalf. He decided that Ablakwa should handle the social contract on the side of the foreign ministry. And Ablakwa decides that the money that government of Ghana has given to me, that I should, the protocol is that the ranking member goes. If the ranking member doesn't go, the deputy ranking goes, so that we can have a report. He decides that that money, whilst it doesn't belong to me, it belongs to the taxpayer. I am going to make sure that he doesn't travel to the United Nations General Assembly because he's criticizing him. I think this is very sad. And for those of us who love Ablakwa, we should tell him that you cannot let power get into your head just in months. What are you going to do in 2027 March, in 2028 June? When you have had power for 3 years, what is Ablakwa going to do? Is he going to climb on all of us? Is he going to climb on his car and let the driver drive and be on his car like a palanquin, the way they put the Asante Hene in palanquin? Is that what he would want, to be ridden in a palanquin? Ablakwa wants us to ride him in a palanquin because he's foreign minister. We should ride him in a palanquin? Oh my goodness, this is very sad. The question is, what rights does Ablakwa have to drop the deputy ranking member of the Foreign Affairs Committee? Why must the MP be sacrificed by Ablakwa for the clerk? When Ablakwa was in opposition, he was constantly bashing Akufo-Addo. He was never denied the opportunity to attend the UN General Assembly in New York. Is this the reset they made noise about? This reset will be subjected to a proper reset in the not too distant future. It's written by P.K. Sapon, a very profound, avid writer, P.K. Sapon. He writes so well. From the whispers, how does he call it? Whispers from the corridors of a thinking place. Oh, Sami Ablakwa, today they have let me down. Very sad, pa. Very, very sad. Because it's other there, and we do. That's not how they trained us. They didn't. Nobody ever told us to do these things. They didn't tell us to do that. They told us to lead, and he's been leading. But why do you personalize something? How much is it for that guy to travel to New York? What does it hurt you? When they go to New York, would they announce him as foreign minister? When you get to New York, are they going to announce this Bosome Frehun MP as the foreign minister? They will announce Ablakwa as the foreign minister, and you decide that you are foreign minister and this guy cannot travel on the taxpayers' money when you are only a steward. You are just a steward for it, and power can get into our head like that. I mean, this is sad. The government should tell him, the chief of staff should tell him that this is not John Mahama. This is not how John Mahama behaves. This is not John Mahama's characterization. Oh, Samuel Okudzeto, why are you doing this to us? Why? We're all excited that you were nominated as foreign minister. Young man, to come and do great things. And then you come and block this one. I don't want to see this one. I want to see this one. Only Kwesi Pratt can come to my office. This one cannot come. This, that. Why? Ambassador Kwesi Pratt, are you aware that your son is doing this? This is something Kwesi Pratt will not endorse. I am sure about that. If he goes to New York, what's the problem? What do you lose? What do you lose by? You went to New York 8 times, 7 times with Adom-Otchere. Akufo-Addo was in the delegation. You were shouting on him all the time. Akufo-Addo still sees you in New York. He says, hey, ranking member, how are you? And then you smile. What is the problem? We should build a Ghana of unity. We should stop being personal. With taxpayers' money, you are being personal with taxpayers' money. Taxpayers' money, you are only a steward looking after it. And you are being so personal like that. You don't like somebody. In politics, you have to like everybody and do what you have to do for the people. This man is not coming to your home at Airport Hills to come and have fufu with you. Bosome Frehun MP doesn't want to come to your house at Airport Hills. He doesn't need it. He's just doing his work. The reason why you have the power to decide is that you won the election. It's not because you are clever. Tomorrow he may win election too, and you have been on the side of losing election. The other day they were saying, Adom Otchere is a great election winner. I said, oh, stop that. Is he not the general secretary that lost the 2016 election? I said, Adom-Otchere was there when they lost 2016 election. He was there when they lost 2020 election. Suddenly he's some great election winner. Oh my goodness, Ghana. But it's okay. Election is a topsy-turvy game. This one wins today, this one wins tomorrow. That's a democracy we have for ourselves. So whenever you have won it, be careful. You saw when Akufo-Addo went to the funeral at the Independence Square. Muntaka saw him and he bowed at him and said, oh, Mr. President, shook his hand. And he was shaking hands with other people. NDC stalwarts, they said, hey, that's Nanado. They went and they shook his hand. Because Akufo-Addo knows that power will leave. So when you have power, you have to deliver for the people. He gave the people free SHS. Today, people are slowly crawling back to go and listen to, Akufo-Addo may have been right. But that's all part of the game. But whenever you have the power, don't use that power to deny somebody access. Because that power is not yours. It will go. And you will still be standing there. And we'll all be here. And you expect us to say hello to you. And people will look at you up and down and say, is that you? Today, you're not foreign minister anymore. So you're standing here. And you see what people will do to you. And some people have tasted that in this Fourth Republic. I have personally seen it with my eyes. People have tasted that. Somebody walks to somebody and says, you thought you were minister. Today you are this. And they told them off. And people have heard, oh, don't say that, don't say that. I've seen that. So these young men must be very careful. Vindication is always in the womb of time. I am hoping that Ablakwa will see this and apologize to this man quietly and say that it will never happen again. He doesn't need to apologize to all of us. No, he just needs to apologize to his colleague in parliament. After all, you're a colleague member of parliament. He won Bosome Frehun. You won your seats too. You are the same. So because you are foreign minister, you embarrass him that he walks to airport, gets to airport as honorable member. He probably has his policeman following him. Hey, honorable, honorable. They say, oh, honorable, sorry. The minister says you can't go. Minister says I can't go. Why? Because he says that the ministry cannot pay for it. Oh, but I've already paid for it. I have my per diem. Oh, no. He says that you can't come. This is very sad and very embarrassing. I'll leave it here.